I want all the cars. I want all my niggas with the cars. I want all the hoes. I want all the jewelry. We popping bottles.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Ain't nobody slinging no dick in here but Big Daddy, because he's the only one paying bills.
Right.
But if you believe in God, believe in
SP motherfucking I.
Believe in that, for real.
Damn, not my boy on that shit.
Wake your ass up.
Slap him again, cuz.
Wake your ass up.
Damn. Get up, cuz. Tighten up. Shake back. Shake him back.
Shake back, nigga.
Shake back. Shake back. Shake back.
Shake back,
Slap him
nigga.
again one more time.
Shake back,
Shake
nigga.
back. Shake back.
Okay, keep saying that.
That nigga sweaty his head.
I told you this, nigga.
We are better than you niggas. We are better than you niggas.
You ain't nobody.
We are better than you niggas.
You're so dumb.
We are better than you niggas.
You ain't shit.
We are better than you niggas.
You ain't shit.
We are better than you niggas.
You ain't nobody.
We are better than you niggas.
You're so dumb.
We are better than you niggas.
You ain't nobody.
We are better than you niggas.
Wow.
We are better than you niggas. We are better than you niggas. We are better than you niggas. We are better than you niggas.
You're so dumb.
You ain't nobody. You ain't shit.
We don't claim you.
SP motherfucking I.
These niggas can't touch us.
Yeah. It's your boy Lord Hybrid. I'm up in here. Yo. And like I said, man, I just been having some thoughts on my mind. Just by looking at society, looking at what we see, and from my perspective, looking at my life and how I've restructured and rearranged my own life. And pleasure is one of them things in life that we as men, especially us men, because the consequences for us men are so high and so intense, and we have to become conscious of our interaction with pleasure in our lives. If you think about it, just in the media and in men in high places, the destruction of men. If we take, a lot of men get destroyed through divorce and everything, but if we take away the divorce, like with a woman out there doing whatever she was doing, just look at the men who got destroyed this year. What did they get destroyed for? Look at P. Diddy. Why is P. Diddy being destroyed right now? His income, his business opportunities, his business prospects, his reputation, his legacy, his history, because he was out there pleasure seeking at an extreme level. He was doing so much hedonistic pleasure seeking that it even affected other people. It's cost him tens of millions of dollars in income and in having to settle a lawsuit. So when he was having those male sex workers with big BBCs banging his woman, You know, he was doing that for pleasure. He's in the corner pleasuring himself and getting pleasure for watching men pound his girl. Sorry about that. My damn phone. Cut this motherfucker off right now. But look at all of these. Look at the fall of Bill Cosby. Look at the fall of Bill Cosby. Why did Bill Cosby fall? Bill Cosby fell because he was pleasure seeking, whoremongering with women, partying. I mean, look at so many men, historical men who have been destroyed by pleasure. So for me in my life, you know, I'm implementing pleasure minimalism, minimizing the amount of pleasure that I seek and that I actually obtain in my life. And it has so many benefits for me. You know, it's like think about a dude that's been in jail for 5 years. You know, if we've been having sex, you know, regularly, like every week, a couple of times a week, a dude who ain't had no sex in 5 years, that sex is way more pleasurable and intense. You know, and for me, think about it like this. I haven't penetrated any woman since before the summer. And it's December the 28th, 2023. So I've been a monk since like April. No penetration, no sex with, you know, no sex. But why would I do that? What's been the results? Well, my business grew. I actually put more time into my business and I found out some things within my business that I needed to tighten up. And just by me focusing more on my business and more on the people that worked in my business and changing some processes, I added efficiencies, which probably added about $20,000 worth of income per month. Just changing some things and plugging some holes in the business and stopping some leaks and fixing some processes. And it took you know, these was not really huge changes. The huge change was going, you know, taking away some responsibilities from other people, taking them back in my hand and going through my business with a fine-tuned comb. Now that was a intense process, and it was a time-consuming process. At the same time, investing more in growing the business and taking away that time from the pleasure seeking and putting it into my business yielded about $20,000 of monthly income increase. You know, and as you look on your screen, look what pleasure seeking. Not like I just put in sexual assault allegations. Look at all of these prominent men who've been destroyed by pleasure. Look at these men. I mean, who's the, like, when you put, if you look at this, what's on your screen, who's the face of sexual assault? Whose face do you see the most when you put sexual assault allegations in? Look at Bill Cosby is a very prominent man. Bill Cosby was a top guy in the world. Now he's relegated to be known as, you know, the media, of course, turned him into a predator, all because of his inability to not seek pleasure. And it goes into many different aspects of our lives as men. As a leader, our number one characteristic that we need to have as men is discipline. And discipline not only just applies, well, it applies to almost every area of our lives as men. The consequences for a man's lack of discipline, lack of intelligence, lack of self-awareness, lack of situational awareness is very, very high. So I've gotten so many benefits from reducing the amount of pleasure in my life. For example, I'm not obese. I'm not fat. Because so when I wake up every morning and I eat a kale salad, there's not a lot of pleasure that comes out of eating kale and parsley and avocados, just leaves on a plate. But the benefits are many. Now I could wake up and eat some eggs and eat a jelly toast sandwich and eat a bunch of good tasting starch and meats and heavy stuff, and I would enjoy that pleasure from eating that meal. But even most Americans, the obesity problem in America is because we seek food for pleasure. So for me, because I started seeking food for nutritional value, so instead of food that tastes good, it's not going to be long, but instead of food that tastes good, I started to seek out the most nutritionally dense foods. The health benefits have been amazing. Amazing. And because I'm not, a part of one of the addictions I have is YouTube, like watching YouTube videos, which robs me of time because sometimes you're watching the same old messages over and over again, or you're watching stuff that has no real value for your mind. It's just pleasurable. It makes you laugh, or you're watching somebody that kind of vents for you with your anger, or you looking at something that's appealing, like a sexy woman, looking at photos of sexy women. You're seeking pleasure. But working out in the gym is not that much pleasurable. Running, not really that pleasurable. Working in my business, being productive is not pleasurable. But the discipline of things, minimizing the pleasure, the benefits that you reap from that I've reaped from that. So instead of watching YouTube videos all the time, I'm in the gym or I'm working in my business. So I get a more fit, more good looking body, a stronger body. I'm more productive in my business, so I gain more income on a monthly basis. Reducing the pleasure in my life, the more I reduce it and replace it with discipline. It takes discipline for me to work my business, sit up here and do invoices all day, read over financials, work with my CPAs, look through every line in my business to see where the money's going, why is it not being spent, why is blah, 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 blah. Those are the things of discipline. Those are the things that are benefiting me. The things of pleasure always cost and have a negative impact on me in some way. So even taking away the pleasure of food. I mean, America, the crazy thing is America and the media, the devil controlled media. The devil controls the media. They want you to seek pleasure. So everybody wants weed to be legalized. Everybody's, all of the music is promoting sexual pleasure, drugs, the pleasure of revenge. Like you hear the young rappers rapping about doing things, murdering people, that they don't like or that they're mad at or who did something to them. Revenge is pleasurable, but revenge can also cost you your life and cost you your freedom. It's all most of the pleasures in life. So for me, even giving up weed gave me pleasure, but weed made me lazy. Weed encourages you to eat more, and so you get high. Now you got the pleasure of being high. And then when you're high, things are more pleasurable. So, they say you get the munchies. You don't really get the munchies. Is that if you do eat something because you're high when you're eating it, it seems like it tastes even better than it really tastes. You know what I'm saying? So you eat more. Then most of the stuff you're eating is crap. Cheetos, Doritos, bullshit like that that's gonna make you fat, sick, and lazy. Then the fatter you get, the more depressed you get because you're like, look at my fat, gross self. I need some pleasure to make me feel good. Then you smoke more weed and you eat more crap and you get fat, and it's a cycle that just spirals down in control. And if you just walk out of your door in most places in America, you will see a whole bunch of people who are addicted to food. A bunch of fat bastards. Like, I think 60 to 70% of Americans are overweight or obese. 70% of black women are obese. It's either 60 or 70%. A large percentage of them. And they are the pleasure seekers. They're at the brunches, they're drinking, they're fornicating all of the time, they're having sex with everybody, they're cheating on the man who's trying to put them in the center of a foundation that they're trying to build a family. And she's out there cheating, seeking pleasure, destroying her best opportunity in life. Just like when I talk about my ex, my ex sugar baby. She had an opportunity to be a part of my life, but she wanted to go out there and cheat and abort babies and, do all of the stuff that these women do. And she got left. She got left out there. And when I seen her a few years later, she was fat. She didn't smell good. She was broke. She had bad skin. Her hair was bad. Left to their own devices, they destroy themselves. So I just let her self-destruct. Meanwhile, the first thing she seen when she said when she seen me when we got out the car going to the restaurant was, "You've kept your figure." I just looked at her and said, well, I didn't say this, but I said thank you. But I looked at her and said, you haven't. She was big and dumpy and nasty and ugly. And I wanted to get this dinner over with as soon as possible. I just wanted to see her. And I wanted her to see what level I ascended to and see where she pretty much descended. I mean, she's out of school, but she got a job. She got a dead-end job, and she's fat, and she's still broke with no car, still living with her mama in government-subsidized housing, which she still is in right now. But she had a lot of play. I was always having to try to tell her, you can't eat all that. I will snatch ice cream out of her mouth. You need to go to the gym. Take her to the dentist. Get your teeth clean. Trying to give her disciplines. It's disciplines. Like I have to wake up and it take me like 40 minutes to brush my teeth every morning with all of the brushing in between the teeth and the damn, what you call diamond clean, Sonic Care and brushing and all that stuff. But it's a discipline. It's just like a football player. It's a discipline. You got to go to practice every day. The great basketball players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Practice, practice, practice. It's a discipline. Discipline is and the quote from Robert Kiyosaki is, discipline increases your quality of life. Niggas claim they want gyms. They don't want gyms. Because gyms ain't fun. Yeah, cursing niggas out, cursing out game guys and talking about bitches and all that shit. That's fun, but the gyms comes from life-changing information. You know what I'm saying? Life-changing information. So life-changing information is understanding as a man, you gotta measure, you gotta be conscious of your pleasure, and you gotta control how much pleasure you allow yourself to have. And mostly it has to be zero or close to zero. So yeah, I done booked the trip with my little shorty on the screen, and I'm finna have some pleasure with her. But I haven't had sexual pleasure from a woman since before the summer. I've been straight focused. You know what I mean? And I'm to the point now that I don't need but about 5 interactions per year with women sexually. Like, so out of 52 weeks in a year, maybe 5 weeks of it was spent with women. But look what the results that I got. So now I can appreciate, I'll get more pleasure out of 1 week with this woman that's coming up in the near future than most dudes that's banging, running around, banging chicks all the time, chasing chicks down, banging them. Look at Mr. Lucario. Mr. Lucario is so desperate for pleasure and such a hedonist that he doesn't mind if his wife, he wants pleasure so much that he don't care if his wife goes out there and has sex with other men, long as he can go out there and have sex with other women. His wife. That's how much he's a slave to seeking pleasure. I can't do it. You know what I mean? No way. My wife? Hell no. Hell no.
Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. No. Stop it.
Most of the men that we see that are being destroyed by seeking pleasure. Most of the fat people that's walking around here with bad health, overweight, that is miserable, living their lives, sitting on the couch, smoking weed, eating Cheetos, they're 300 pounds, they're 400 pounds. They got big stomachs. Men got titties. Women got back rolls. They look gross. You look away when they're coming your way. It's pleasure. They, instead of seeking food for nutrition, they seek food for pleasure. All of the pleasure foods, like you don't get a lot of pleasure out of eating kale. Raw kale, raw parsley, an apple. It's not that pleasurable. Cakes, pies, burgers, fries, wings, candy. Candy is 100% pleasure food. It's zero nutrition, 100% pleasure food. Billions of dollars worth of candy is sold in the country every year. Every convenience store you go into in America, there's a whole freaking wall of candy, chocolate, all kind of stuff, cakes, chips, Doritos, Funyuns, zero nutrition foods. But the purpose of food is nutrition. The purpose of eating is for nutrition. But people are eating mostly, by looking at Americans, they're mostly eating zero nutrition foods, and they're eating for pleasure. And I see these big, huge black women in my family. They're huge, big, fat, nasty, disgusting, gross, huge, fat, sick. By the time they're middle-aged, they're done. They eat for pleasure. Pleasure destroys you. You must control the amount of pleasure. So for me, giving up weed was about controlling the amount of pleasure. Pleasure that has no purpose. Me smoking weed gives me nothing. It gives me a lot of negatives like laziness and lack of ambition, but it doesn't give me anything positive. So I had to stop that. Liquor. Want to get drunk. I know a dude from back in the day that I knew from back in the day just died like a month ago. The guy had a kid. Guy was in his 40s, which is relatively young, but I would say middle-aged. And I would hope that eventually middle-aged men would stop I can't. I refuse to call myself old because everything's got to be put into perspective. I'm a middle-aged man. I was a young man. I'm a middle-aged man. In 20, 30 years, I'll be an old man. So you're not gonna call me old now. I'm middle-aged. And I'm gonna enjoy being an old man when I'm an old man, just like I enjoy being a middle-aged man right now. But anyway, this young man, the interstate, he ran off the road, hit the guardrails. The guardrails threw him back into the interstate, and he got ran over by a tractor trailer. He died. Had just, from what I hear, had just, I know some guys that was good, really good friends with him, and he had just moved his daughter in with him. He was a businessman, but he was out there pleasure seeking with liquor, and it killed him. This is something that happened recently. You know what I mean? So pleasure seeking is the destruction of men. It's the destruction of people. It's destruction, but it's destruction of men. And discipline is the thing that gives men better quality of life. Discipline exists in the absence, for the most part, of pleasure. Mike Tyson, my favorite quote from Mike Tyson. I know everybody loves the quote where Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. That's his most famous quote. And I like that quote because it's true. But my favorite Mike Tyson quote is, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. And like getting out there, running them hills, doing them sprints, pushing them weights. I hate doing it. I would much rather just be laying on my damn couch chilling. But I have to find a way to love what I hate to do. And when I find a way to love what I hate to do, I find discipline. When I find discipline, I just be more confident. Like when I'm in shape, I'm so confident. Women look at me different. I look at myself different. I look different in the mirror. I look better in the mirror. I feel healthy. I feel stronger. I feel more capable to protect myself. I feel like less dudes would run up on me. Discipline gives me a better quality of life, and pleasure is destructive. And the things that we seek out, whether it be food, whether it be women destroy guys like, God damn, it's like stepping on ants. Like stepping on ants. That's how I see women just destroying guys. A woman could just come out and make a false accusation on you and destroy you. The brother, the guy with the movies, I forgot his name, the Marvel guy. Not saying he was pleasure seeking, but he was pleasure seeking because he had a girlfriend, but he was out there trying to seek pleasure from another woman, and an altercation ensued, and now the woman destroyed him. Took all them hundreds of millions of dollars out of his pockets. Pleasure seeking destroys us. Discipline gives us better quality of life. That's a fucking gem. Be a pleasure minimalist. I'm a pleasure minimalist now. So all of the 6 months, or however many months I went, over 6 months with being a domestic monk, I'm going to get all that pleasure out of this ass right here. In about 6 days to a week, I'll get all that pleasure. Domestic monkism, offshore sexuality. So offshoring my sexuality Well, as I've said years ago, hetero male sexuality has been criminalized in the United States of America. You can go to jail for being attracted to women. You can get kicked out your gym just for looking at a girl who came to your gym with her butt out. Again, you can get kicked out your gym. you could get kicked out your gym for looking at a girl's butt who came to the gym and put her butt out there. So just because you look at it, they're not gonna say nothing to her for putting it out there. They're gonna get you for looking at it. So looking at this girl right here, that mouth looks pleasurable. Looking at the girl dancing, that body looks pleasurable. And the United States government is just, and the devil media, from the social media to the legacy media, they're pushing this pleasure seeking on us. Everybody on Instagram, booties, titties, whatever you like, it's there. Bombarding you with it. You look at one booty, they're gonna send you 1,000 booties on your timeline. Click on that booty and see how many more booties come. They're trying to legalize weed. They're not prosecuting. They're letting drug addicts just roam. And they're making it harder to be a disciplined, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. They don't even want to prosecute drug addicts that are stealing stores. So the stores got to close down in certain areas because they won't clear out those indecent vagrants that are all over the place. They're bringing in these migrants. Now they say they got, in other countries, like prostitution is legal, like Colombia and places like that. So now in New York City, regular everyday people walking down the street and all these migrants, you got the migrant women out there up and down just openly selling sex. They're setting up brothels. Nobody's doing nothing. They're pushing all kind of alternate sexualities on the people. Nobody's doing nothing. The government's pushing this stuff. They want you to be a pleasure addict. They want you to be a fucking loser. So for me, whatever they pushing, I'm going in the opposite direction. So I'm domestic monkism because why would a person of means have sex in the United States? Why would a single man of means have sex in the United States? I'm a domestic monk. I've been on monk mode since I've been here, and I've been on grind time. Monk mode and grind time. I'm a domestic monk, and I'm gonna stay that way till they change the laws. And even really, I'm not attracted to the women anymore. I don't like the lashes. I don't like the fake bodies. I don't like the risk. I don't like the promiscuity. I don't like the pH balance of these women. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. So, and it's a spiral down because the more they can spiral you down into pleasure seeking, addiction, then they got a number for you to call. So your insurance gonna pay for you to get off it, and a system is gonna be more money cranked into the system. You're gonna need your therapist because you're gonna be depressed. So make sure you go see your therapist.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Yeah, they want you getting your therapy. The old lady knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Crypto Task Force Corporate McMahon. I see you out there. But yeah, man. So these are the principles that can keep you from falling into the hole that the society right now is putting there for you to fall into. It's a big old trap. If you fall into pleasure seeking, if you fall down that hole of seeking sexual pleasure from these women, it's a trap. There's a trap in the pussy.
I want all the cars. I want all my niggas with the cars. I want all the hoes. I want all the jewelry. We popping bottles.
Oh, and they love destroying men. They love destroying successful men. Don't matter if you black, if you white, don't matter. They want you on that list. They want you right. They want you right there. They want you with P. Diddy. They got Russell Brand. They got poor Mayor Adams, and where they dumping all the migrants on them. They got Bill Cosby. They would love to put you out there and keep you from your success by going. They got Jamie Foxx. This dude, Chris North, he got fired. They got Vin Diesel. They lied on Michael Jackson. And I believe they lying on all these men. I believe they lied on Bill Cosby. I ain't gonna say R. Kelly. Look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly was the ultimate hedonist, the ultimate sexual hedonist. Look where he is now. Look where he's at. A talented man, but he dedicated his talent. All his songs were sexual for the most part. Feeling on your booty, bumping grind. Even with Biggie, I'm fucking you tonight. How much? I mean, this guy had to have 2 women, a house full of women. The guy allowed his lust for pleasure to destroy him. Now he's going to be in a jail cell till he's a very old man if he survives. Pleasure will destroy you. The seeking of pleasure will destroy you. Whether it's drugs, women, food, pleasure destroys men. Pleasure seeking will destroy you. Become conscious of your pleasure seeking and your pleasure consumption and manage it, because it is an addiction. It is an addiction. If you let pleasure dominate, look. I got dudes that I went to college with who are close friends of mine. These guys smoke weed every day and been smoking weed every day for the last 25, 30 years. They've been smoking weed every day. They never make progress in life. The most they ever, they just work their jobs and go get high. They don't try to expand their minds. They don't try to grow. They don't try to accomplish anything new. And so it was, for these guys who've been sitting still for 20, 25 years, I was doing the least good of all of them for quite a few years. Because as long as they could, like one of my homeboys, his whole life is dedicated to weed and pussy. And his work, he just works a bullshit job. And his whole, he just works to fund buying weed and pussy. Pussy every weekend, he's with some chick. He never takes a break. He hasn't taken a break in years. And one time he lost his job. He didn't have no pussy and he didn't have no weed. And I seen him. Because I actually stayed with him for a little while when I was coming back. I had went home, but then I came back and got a job. And I stayed with him for a year, and I seen him when he lost his job and he couldn't get weed and he couldn't get pussy, and he was a broken man. He was a little piece of a man. He was miserable. So without pussy and weed, he has zero life. But without pussy and weed, I flourish. I'm so glad I stopped smoking weed. I am so fucking glad I stopped smoking weed. I am so fucking glad I stopped chasing pussy. The dudes that chase pussy, you never look. Even from the beginning, I told y'all when I started my business, I had to sell everything and I moved back in with my grandma. And I wasn't doing nothing but working my business for like 2 years. No pussy, nothing but working my business and going to the gym. Working my business and going to the gym. That was my life for a couple of years. So see, for me, pussy has zero power over me. I worked my job. I worked my business, and I went to the gym. My whole life, I gave 2 years of my life to 100% discipline, and that 2 years set me up on a path to make myself a millionaire, a millionaire, a debt-free millionaire homeowner. Debt-free millionaire homeowner. Just 2 years of discipline and 2 years with zero pleasure. Only 2 years. Changed the trajectory of my life permanently. People spend their whole life. So I'm just telling you, the people who chase women all the time will always be poor. If you can just 2 years, if you can just do 2 years of discipline, find out what your target is, the whatever can make you be whatever you want to be or achieve whatever goal you want to achieve. 2 years of that. Because by year 3, I got out my grandma's house and I started renting the family house. Even though it was a little raggedy, leaky house, and I was still driving the Kia, I was making money. So because I was doing crypto then, and my business started making a little bit of money, so I could take a trip here and there and go bang some chicks and have some fun. That's when I first started going to like Colombia and stuff like that. So I had some pleasure, but even then, I might do 3-4 trips a year. So 4 weeks a year for women and fun, pleasure. And then the remaining, that's what, 48 weeks, discipline. You know what I mean? So I always said women shouldn't be even 10% of your life. 10% max should be women in your life. 90% dedicated to your productive areas and keeping yourself fit and keeping yourself healthy and learning new skills and learning new information that's going to put you in a better position. It's a cumulative effect over the years. Just like now, my cumulative effect of my discipline and continuing learning, it just multiplies exponentially in the quality of life that it can give you. And now I'm at the in terms of my friends, like my friends that have been smoking weed, they've been stagnant for 25 years. So when I finally learned how to hone my discipline, when I finally learned how to hone my discipline and my pleasure management and pleasure reduction in my life, I blew past those guys to where they never can catch up. They can't stop smoking weed. I told you, my buddy, he was fucking, when he couldn't get weed and he couldn't get pussy for just like a month, he was a little broken man. And I just looked at him and shook my head. I'm like, you pitiful. And he spends such a high part of his income. He doesn't have no goals other than to keep his job. And I'm not dissing the dude. He's my friend. He's been my friend for going on probably 30 years. Well over 20 years, he's been my friend. I got nothing against the guy. You see that? You heard that sound? That was money coming into my business. Every time you hear that bing, that's money coming into my business. You probably heard that sound like, I don't know if you heard that sound, but if you didn't hear it, that's been bling, bling periodically during this stream, which I've been on stream, and it did a whole lot of blinging before I started this stream. I've set up a system that just money pours in every day like this. Every day like this. Every day, even on Christmas. Why? Because of my discipline. Because of the minimalization of the pleasure seeking in my life. I spend very little time in my life seeking pleasure. I spend the vast majority of my life in my productive areas of my life, and I'm telling you, it will pay off. Nobody else is going to tell you this. Pleasure minimalism. Men, get control. Look at every aspect of the pleasurable things that you do in your life and identify, are they beneficial? Most of them will be negatively beneficial. They will be deficient. They will be taking from you. They will be taking you away from things that are beneficial. You ate that pizza, you ate that burger, you ate them Doritos and them Cheetos, and I love crunchy Cheetos. I haven't had it in many months, but I do enjoy them. And the system is working against you. Everything is designed to make you an addict. How much time have you spent watching porn? Seeking pleasure. Playing video games, seeking pleasure. Our women have been destroyed by pleasure seeking because each like and each comment when they post whatever they posting is a small hit of dopamine in their brains. And so women are just seeking more likes, and so they just get hooked into the posting and look at my booty. Ooh, the like. Oh, I got 1,000 likes. I got 100,000 likes. I got that. Pleasure seeking, destroying them, destroying their ability to form families, destroying their abilities to even connect to a mate. It's not even just all of the bodies they got in the high body count that they have. That's because that's different pleasures from so many different sources that it makes them scatterbrained and they can't pick out which one. The more options you give a woman, the more scatterbrained she's going to become because they can't decide. They think they can have it all. So I say, hey, let them destroy themselves. Let them make themselves fat. Let them get the body count. Let them drive themselves crazy. And then let these people deal with it.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Yeah, let the therapist, as the brother Coach Greg says, the rapist. Yo, Coach Greg, I fucking love that shit right there. The way he broke that word down into two different words, and it's a very precise, brother. Very precise. I'm not chasing no pussy, although I got a nice piece of pussy. I'm gonna get on the plane real soon, and I'm gonna enjoy that for that week. But I'm controlling that. I'm saying, hey, this is how much pleasure that I'm gonna allow for myself. And I'm gonna get so much pleasure out of that, that's gonna last me for months. I'm gonna fuck in 2024 max. I'm gonna fuck. I won't say 5 times, but I'll have some time. I'll probably max out at about 5 trips that I take in which I will accept sex. 5. So that means I'll have 47 weeks of productivity. Hey, 47 weeks a year of productivity shit. Goddamn it, let's push the 2 million, goddamn. We done already knocked $1 million down. Let's push the 2 million. Maybe we can get to 3. But I know one thing I can do. I'm gonna get my 2 new businesses started. All my trusts and my stuff, all of that's already in process. So by the time the end of January come, my whole entity structure will be restructured, and I'll be ready to start with these ideas, take them to the development phase. Maybe by the summer, I'll actually have prototypes that are ready to be mass produced and marketed. Maybe I will have secured some stores that'll agree to accept my products and give me the opportunity to start marketing my product. Then I can start setting up my new systems with my better products. That's going to take me to $100 million. I'm going to get to $100 million. I already was thinking about it when I was driving around this morning. I was thinking, man, because I was thinking, giving my total self to my business, that this is like my starter business. This is the first business that really gave me success and that made me a millionaire. Now I have more business knowledge. I have more business capabilities and more business abilities, and I have way more money. So now it probably won't take me 10 years to get to $1 million. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I was trying to set a goal, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to just give myself 3 years to find out if my 2 businesses are viable or not viable. So in 3 years, at least I know what I got. Now I might be at 1 million in 3 years, or I might just say, hey, this is viable, it's small. Let me get some help. Let me get some more knowledge on how to scale it. One of the two. I think both of them are going to be extremely successful. I think both of them are going to be extremely successful. But 10 years from now, is a bright looking into the future. 10 years into the future. It's very bright for me. I was thinking deep about that today. Even when we ride, we seek pleasure. We ride around, listen to music or listen to YouTube, big mouth blabbing every day. I've told you many times, but for the people who've been listening to me, I ride around in silence 90% of the time. And I'm letting my brain think. No music, no YouTube videos playing, just my thoughts, my goals. Because music is pleasure. Listening to funny stuff on YouTube or cool stuff on YouTube is pleasure. Taking away that pleasure and working my brain while I'm driving. For some reason, my brain gets very active when I'm driving. I don't know if it's the constant change of scenery or what it is, but for my brain just get active when I'm driving. So I don't want to be listening to some garbage rapper. Shoot the nigga, kill the nigga, look the bitch, got the drugs, the lean, fuck all that. What can I pull out this brain? What can I take out this brain and turn it to reality? That's what I'm on, bro. That's what I'm on. So, yeah, man. I just want to put this thought out here. I ain't come out here to be out here that long or nothing, man. Let me read these chats real quick. Hold on. Big time hybrid motherfucker. Salute, cousin. Finally a live stream like in the good old days with 50 pence, Mitchell, Mufasa, Moonface, Mr. Lucario. It's unfortunate. He's a cuck. I saw a video where he drove her to another dude. Wow! You need to send me that shit. Hold on, let me slap this nigga for that, driving your wife to another nigga. Let me slap this nigga, because god damn it. Mr. Lucario. Hold on, I got let me slap. Let me slap this nigga. That's some bullshit. That's a mockery and a fucking disgrace. You drive your wife to some nigga. Damn, that's hard. That's hard. The older I get, the less I want to spread semen. That's the good part. I focus on myself. Among all these guys, King Richards, SPI Latina, you made it, Millionaire League. You need to be in shape, cousin. No more fat slobs. We must be dangerous combat fighters. You got to be ready for combat. You got to be ready for self-defense. You got to be strong. You got to be prepared to punch a motherfucker in the face. Or even, you got to be prepared to run. Yeah, you got to be prepared to run. Sometimes you got to run to live. Motherfucker start shooting. You better shit, big you big, fat, out of shape, and they shooting. Shit, I'm hauling ass. You gotta be prepared for that too. I would only hit pussy out of the country. Not in the West, no doubt, man. I mean, I'm not anti, like, if you find a good woman, you took your time, you put her through her test, you got to know her, she's a good woman. Hey, I'm not anti that. I'm just saying, for me, I'm not doing it because from what I'm seeing just in society, not on the internet, not on the social media, not on YouTube, when I'm just walking around and going to different places, I don't like what I see here. Even the women that I find somewhat attractive, when I can see something that's like, hell no. I can see something, the ugly weave or the fucked up lashes or tats all over their goddamn body or the nose rings or the damn, they got piercings in their fucking gums and teeth and all kind of fucked up look. I'm like, man, bitch, get the fuck away from me with your nasty ass, man. So I just don't see that much of something that I would feel comfortable even asking her on a date or just hanging out with. You know what I mean? Yeah, Crypto Task Force, goddamn, I think it's all fake, man. I think it's all lies. I think these women are just using these men's lust for pleasure and their lack of self-discipline against them to take their money, and it's working. So, hey, I'm just learning from their mistakes. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I just want you to understand, guys, pleasure seeking and the consumption of pleasure destroys men. Seek discipline. Even me reading the Bible is discipline. It's a discipline. It's hard to sit down and read the Bible. Like I can't really do nothing else when I read the Bible. I just got to read the Bible. You know, I keep my house quiet for the most part. I mean, I watch some YouTube videos and stuff like that. I got my little few creators I watch, and I watch my business stuff, but I try not to just consume stupid stuff. I mean, you know, I watch a little bit of red pill stuff, but I got to watch my business stuff. I got to watch my health stuff. I got to have a well-rounded brain, and I got to be disciplined. So I'm trying 2024, I want to incorporate more and more discipline into my life. And I encourage men, take control of your vices, take control of your pleasures, and you predetermine how much pleasure you're going to allow into your life. That's what's going to change the quality of your life. That's what's going to make you be able to make your dreams come true. Manage the pleasure and consider becoming a pleasure minimalist and a discipline maximalist. Think about that.
Again with the money? Yeah, again with the money.
God damn, look at my pockets now. Started my own business. I done blew up for realists. Stacks coming in every day. On foreign islands is where the fuck I stay. Fucking foreign bitches, they be cooking, they be fucking, they be sucking. Man, it isn't nothing. I'm the motherfucking shit. Bitch, without you, I'm set free. I'm so damn high. You got to look up on the sky, cause I'm on a plane, that's why. To an international destination with no hesitation. Got bitches waiting at reception with invitations with my name on it. God damn it, I done turned my life to the shit. And guess what? I didn't need no motherfucking bitch.
You got left.
SP motherfucking I.
You know, and my daughters, you know what they're being taught to be? Wives and mothers. Oh, you want to be ignorant. No, college is what makes you stupid.
Stay the fuck away from these hoes. The dumb motherfuckers, like, god damn.
I want all the cars. I want all my niggas with the cars. I want all the hoes. I want all the jewelry. We popping bottles.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
What the fuck you know about what I need on my mind, motherfucker?
Give my money, you cheap bitch!
You get the fuck up for $1 million?
He wants to fuck her?
Bitch nigga. I'm bitch nigga proof, nigga. Bitch niggas can't even hold on to me, nigga. It takes unintelligible focus. Ever since the morning I've awoken, I've been focused on getting my money. Got a couple of things I got to do, and it might sound funny, but I need to get with my consultant. He gonna teach me how to get this corporate credit. You better respect it. I done paid him 3 G's on his ass, so you know I'm finna really get it. And also I got brand imaging to make. Yep, I'ma send it over to my factory, so when they make my packaging, I get the cake. Make it look like a cornflake box, but better make you gotta buy it, nigga. It's gonna be good for you, to you. Nigga better understand, do you?
Nigga, I'm trying to tell you what my mind be like. That's what my grind be like. That's what my shine be like. Yeah, I was at the Mercedes lot yesterday looking at that big Jeep, bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? When I pull out it like bam, niggas gonna be like, damn, that nigga really is getting money. Fist over hand. And any motherfucker that don't go hand when they see me pull up with the 23s gonna have to sneeze. Cause they must have some kind of disease, nigga. Hybrid been trying to preach the truth to niggas ain't listening. So I'ma just keep on motherfucking and be insisting that y'all niggas tune in and subscribe to what I do. Cause what I do is like me feeding you vegetables, gonna be healthy for you. And your wallet and your mind frame and how I tame dame. Shit, I got a lame bitch coming over here today, gonna play with dick.
You get the fuck up for $1 million?
He wants to fuck her?
Fuck, give her a couple of chips. Shit, I got so many, it's like bringing off a penny.
Again with the money?
Yeah, again with the money.
Ain't really much, if any. Hell, that's gonna help you, I'm happy, but for me, that's just some throwaway money, probably. So fuck it, you made me feel real good, made my goddamn volcano erupt. Got up on me and let me hear that thunder, now you feel how I fuck. Now you wanna come back cause you get paid and you get dick down proper.
You get the fuck up for $1 million?
God damn it, I'm operating on these bitches. Fuck hybrid, they need to call me the doctor. Got hoes in line and niggas making videos about hoes, talking about how to love a hoe, what to do with a hoe. Nigga, you don't need a hoe, just make a hoe do her job, nigga.
He wants to fuck her?
And pay her, nigga. You ain't no player, nigga.
I can't eat!
Any bitch with me get the benefits. That's why I keep getting bad bitches all over my dick.
You ain't black.
Ain't nobody slinging no dick in here but Big Daddy, because he the only one paying bills.
Right. But if you believe in God, believe in
SP motherfucking I.
Believe in that, for real.